That's why we at Vault-Tec have prepared these educational materials for you to better understand the 7 defining attributes that make you special. In this chapter,
Hey, welcome to my old Serbian dude gaming channel. We'll try to be funny on English. If that won't work, then we'll go back to Serbian language. I'm gonna play Fallout for starters. I still don't have a camera. But we'll see about that in future. This is the game I played a long time ago, and I played Fallout from its second edition, Fallout 2, and it was quite fun to enjoy that game. It was for that time it was quite advanced, you know, and that type of gameplay is still visible and around through massive online multiplayer games like Path of Exile and so on. So sit back and enjoy. I'm having not quite used machines, so there could be some frame drops, but hopefully it won't be too much. Currently I'm at Vault 81. Vault 81 for this little kid show me around the vault.
Austin, that hair of yours is a mole rat's nest.
This is where Horatio fixes up people's hair. Darren's mom comes here all the time. Gran hardly comes here at all. She makes me cut my hair, though. It's not
Speaking
fair.
of which, I was unable to.
If I ever need a new hairstyle, I'll come here.
I
today
hate
in Belgrade
getting my hair
to
cut.
cut my
Next stop, it's Gran. Let's go see Gran. I live with her. She's not my real grandmother, though. My parents died when I was real little.
Perfect.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. Let's go on. With the tour of Vault 81. Yada yada yada.
Hi, Gran.
Austin, what are you doing here? Are you bothering that
What are you
stranger
doing
from the
here?
Commonwealth?
I'm not bothering him. I'm
not
helping
bothering
him.
him.
That's Gran. She takes care of me. You can call her Dr. Pensky. She acts all grumpy. That's not for real.
Says you.
She runs our hydroponics lab. It's where we get all our food.
Good to know. I bet she takes good care of you.
When she remembers. Or isn't too busy.
Watch it, boy.
Next stop, Miss Katie.
Let's see. Who the fuck is Miss
Come
Katie?
on, hurry up. We gotta go to the other side of the vault.
So,
I'll show you where I go
all
to
of a
school.
sudden the
I
kid
bet
is
you
in a
don't
hurry.
have to go to school.
Till now he was dragging his ass around the vault.
This is the school. Miss Katie
Education
runs
is
it.
important.
It's boring most of the time, but Gran says I have to go anyway.
Your Gran is a smart woman, Austin.
It's good to know all the kids are getting an education.
If you say so. Next stop is the medical clinic. Let's go downstairs.
Yeah, I have
I'll
a
show
whole
you the
bunch
clinic.
of
Doc Forsyth and Rachel are okay, I guess.
mods
But I don't go there
installed
unless I
on
have
this
to.
Fallout,
Or
so
unless Gran makes me.
sometimes textures get lost. So, but of course, with your help, my viewers and subscribers, I'm gonna get myself a decent machine so I can what the
This
fuck?
is our medical clinic.
Okay.
If you get hurt or sick, you come down here. Dr. Forsyth says
So
I
I can
can't
play
bother
all the
him or
shit
Rachel
on
while they're
maximum.
working.
Good to know. If I need help, I'll come here.
I hope you don't mind needles. They poke at you a lot in here.
Yeah,
now we go
I
see
mind
Erin.
needles.
She's
I
gonna
do
be
mind
surprised
needles.
when she sees
I mean,
you. Come on,
no.
this way. Erin and I
I
spend
don't
a
have
lot of
problems
time
with
together.
needles. I
She
have
didn't
problems
believe
with
me when I
people
said I would
with
bring you
needles
to
in
her.
their hands. followed my ways. You decide where you want to go. Now he don't need to run. Now he drags his ass again. Hurry up, kid. This kid needs sugar. Today, please. What the fuck? If I stop following him, then the mission of following is gonna, you know, be a failure.
Aaron, look what I found.
So I
The
won't
stranger
get
from the
my
Commonwealth.
Wow.
experience points.
You're really from the Commonwealth?
No, sweetie, I'm not really from the Commonwealth.
Yes, I am.
Whoa. Someone from the Commonwealth. That's so cool. We haven't had a visitor in a while now.
Thanks for doing my tour. I was so cool to show you off to everyone.
I'm heading out.
Excuse me,
Don't wait
mister.
up for me.
Have you seen my cat?
Ashley's
Hey! Hey! Aren't you going to help me?
Again? But I need your help here.
You're that Commonwealth.
So is the tour over or what?
Austin,
I can't wait till I don't have to go to school anymore.
Here's the tour is over. Where's my experience points, you motherfucker? You little prick. Now, let's take a look around. For real. Kids already sleeping.
Watch out for the matrix. Never ends.
Laboratory. Well, let's take a peek. There is no more chance.
My dad said super mutants eat kids for breakfast, but I think he's just trying to scare me.
Super mutants eats everybody for breakfast, or anything they could put in their mouth. Hey, baby.
You've been working.
hi.
Hey, outsider, do me a favor.
You both
If my good for nothing brother asks you for Jet, tell him to buzz off.
Your brother?
Who's your brother?
His name's Bobby, and he's my poor excuse for a twin, so you can get a good idea of what he looks like. Look, he's a junkie, but he's getting careless. If he gets caught, we're both in trouble. And as much as I'd like to leave this canned paradise, that's not how I want to go.
If he's addicted, you should try to help him get clean.
I think I haven't tried.
I'm gonna
Locked him in
try
his
to
room for a
play,
week.
and
It
I'm
wasn't
trying
2 days
to play
before he was
Mr.
using
Goody.
again. Now I admit,
Two goody shoes.
I've got my own share of the blame here. Bobby gets his chems from me, but not anymore. I'm cutting off his useless ass.
No, I supply him.
Why would you feed his havoc?
He's my brother, and he's overworked. I give him a little jet, and he perks up. He seems happy, I feel better. Done. Now that it's getting out of control, it's another story. He wants to put me at risk, he gets cut off.
Good. That's the first step to helping your brother.
Should have done it a long time ago. But things ain't easy around here.
If you know, haven't already seen
Please direct any maintenance requests to Mr. DeLuca. They will be handled in the order they were received.
Well, they thought he might be dead. Or destroyed, whatever.
Staying pretty busy these days?
Quite so.
Glad you're back.
Not only do do I specialize in reactor maintenance, but now I am trained in doing his laundry, fetching libations, and generally picking up after him.
Sounds like a typical boss to me.
It's a relief to hear you say so. Compared to his predecessor, Mr. DeLuca has very little mechanical knowledge. I almost thought him unqualified. But when it comes to delegation, he's top-notch.
Yes. Confidential overseas eyes on eye violation. By using this terminal, you are acknowledging that you are an authorized user or technician. Welcome to Wall 21. We'd like to thank you for your okay. Prime directive. Research in infections, disease, and antibodies with particular attention paid to the okay, fuck this. Ignition protocol. Cool. Ignition protocol. Yeah, baby. Maybe there's some. You know, Cold War themes are especially interesting here in Serbia and in most of the former Yugoslavia countries, because you're in the middle of it. You're in between West and East during the Cold War crisis. And that was pretty much best time for us, because they brought us quite a goodie perks, helped us.
I need more seeds.
She's looking pretty bad in there. Yes?
Up a new batch of pies today.
You should stop by and see Horatio while you're here.
Maria.
You must be that new traveler, Gwen, lady. It's always nice to see a new face around here.
Who's Gwen?
Oh, Gwen's the overseer. But I could never get... If you need any food for the road, or just feeling... Our menu isn't quite as...
Do you run this place by yourself?
Heavens no, I'd be a wreck. My husband, Mark, he helps me.
Is it hard work feeding everyone here?
It used to be easier. Why, my mother taught me some recipes that had ingredients that... Well, I doubt you could find them anywhere anymore. Since we started trading, we manage well enough, but the variety... Let's just say it's more than a bit lacking.
Have you ever thought about leaving the vault?
Never. Can you imagine? Born and raised right here in Vault 81. It was easier back then, you know. Supplies were high, and the dangers outside were both severe and unknown. Poor Gwen didn't know what she was getting into when she accepted the role of overseer.
How is Gwen doing as the overseer?
It weighs on her, I can tell. We need help from the Commonwealth, but a few people, they don't care for it. Not to mention the state of the vault. Upkeep's got people working round the clock these days. Even me. If people are going to be up all night working, they'll need a good meal to keep them going.
I'll think about it.
Sunshine Diner will still be here. Marcus William Somerset. Oh, don't you go on thinking you're so clever. Those pies are going to be for Calvin and his crew. Lord knows they could use a treat right now.
Hey, it must be rough living out there.
Breaking a little girl's heart. I didn't realize my wife was so cold-blooded.
What the fuck is this doing in a wall?
Need to check the water pumps again. The water smells funny.
Dr. Forsyth is asking to see you when you have a moment.
Do I have anything? Ah, I need to talk with Dr. Amari. Okay. Here's my...
Another new face in the vault, eh?
Security, screening, exit zone.
Nice Pip-Boy. If it ever starts acting up on you, see Alexis. She'll fix it right up.
Security. Dr. Amari.
Yes?
Shit wants
We got a barber here if you need it. Not saying you do.
Let's go then. Rocket 69, Rocket 69, Rocket 69, Rocket 69. Rocket 69, Rocket 69. Rocket 69, Rocket 69. Rocket 69, Rocket 69. Come on, baby. Let's fast travel there. Good neighbor. Okay, that's near good neighbor. Bookstore. Rocket 69, Rocket 69, Rocket 69, Rocket 69. Oh,
You all right, brother?
I'm fine. Thanks for taking care of him.
Good. Now, good neighbors of the people.
Good neighbor? That what you call this place?
That's right. We cobbled this little neighborhood together out of the freaks and misfits that just wouldn't be accepted anywhere else. You'll see. You make enough friends here, you'll call this place home soon enough. So long as you remember who's in charge.
See what I'm dealing with here. I need subscriptions. Subscribe to my channel so I could have faster loading of games. Because I am poor guy from Serbia, old dude, wanting to play games. Give me your subscriptions. I need 4,000 subscriptions. Yeah, guys. I need 4,000 people to follow me on YouTube. Hit that fucking subscription. You want to stick? Fuck that. Well, that is a good neighbor. I need to go in good neighbor. Nata? Yeah, dangerous noise. It's a good neighbor. Cool. Rocket 69, Rocket 69, Rocket 69, Rocket. Here I am, baby. And it again shows me to go out. I don't get it. I'm confused.
Whoever this Brotherhood of Steel is, I'm not buying that. We come in peace, or...
Memory then. Let's go to memory then. Oh yeah, I remember. I need to bring some memory into memory then. Now.
Well, Mr. Valentine, I thought you had forgotten about little old me.
May have walked out of the den, Irma, but I'd never walk out on you.
Amari's downstairs, you big flirt. Here for Amari? She's downstairs.
Oh, she's downstairs. Okay. Let's go downstairs. Let's go downstairs and talk to Amari. Oh,
Dr. Amari?
Yes? I take it this isn't a social call.
No.
We need your help, Doctor. I need the memories from a man named Kellogg. But he's dead.
I know it's asking for a miracle, Amari. But you've pulled off the impossible before.
Are you two mad? Putting aside the fact that you're asking me to defile a corpse, you don't realize that the memory simulate...
Please. Nick told me you're the only one who can make this work.
This dead brain had inside knowledge of the Institute, Amari. The biggest scientific secret of the Commonwealth. You need this, and so do we.
Fine. I'll take a look. But no guarantees.
No guarantees.
Do you have it with you?
Fuck, that's ugly.
Here's what I could find.
What's this? This isn't a brain. This is... Wait. That's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? A neural interface?
Those circuits look awfully familiar.
I'm not surprised. From what I've seen, all Institute technology has a similar architecture.
Nick's an older model synth. Is he compatible?
That's exactly what I was thinking. If we are lucky, but even if this works, Mr. Valentine would be taking on a tremendous amount of risk. We're talking about wiring something to it.
Don't worry about me, Amari. Let's do it.
I appreciate this, Nick.
You can thank...
Whenever you're ready, Mr. Valentine. Just sit down.
If I start cackling like an old grizzled mercenary, pull me out, okay?
Let's see here. I need you to keep talking to me, Mr. Valentine. Any slight change in your cognitive functions could be dire. Are you feeling any different?
A lot of flashes. Static. I can't make sense of any of it, Doc.
That's what I was afraid of. The mnemonic impressions are encoded. It appears the Institute has one last failsafe. There's a lock on the memories in the implant.
How do you lock memories?
The implant? Let's see. We load both. He'll act as a host.
All right. Let's get started.
Just sit down over there and keep your fingers crossed.
See you on the other side.
Please, stand by.
Initiating brainwave migration between the transplant and the host.
Brainwave migration.
Mnemonic activity coming from the transplant.
Amari,
It's
mnemonic
degenerated, but it's there.
activity
We're going
coming.
to load you into the strongest memories you
This
can
is how
find.
Russian.
They might not be stable.
English.
Just hold on.
Hold on. I mean, I don't have nothing against Russians. I like Russia and Russian people. I mean, we are all Slavs, you know?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Ah, good. The simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location. There. This is the earliest intact memory I can find.
How can I move through this?
Remember, you are experiencing these memories as Kellogg. This may prove disorienting at first.
I need to move through this.
Turn down the goddamn radio! I'm trying to sleep! I was such a dummy back then. Mom knew how it was.
She wasn't soft, but she loved me in her way. Dad was either drunk or not around. I guess he must have run with one of the raider gangs, but I never really knew what he did. Don't know why Mom was with him. Maybe at some point in his life he wasn't a complete asshole. Mom knew how it was. She wasn't soft, but she loved me in her way. And she protected me from Dad. That cost her more than a few beatings. I never knew what happened to her after I left. I didn't want to know. Not then.
This doesn't seem to be what we're looking for. There appears to be another intact memory close to you in temporal sequence. There. Try that one.
The thing about happiness is you only know you had it when it's gone. I mean, you may think to yourself that you're happy, but I was the worst thing that ever happened to her. If she'd never met me, she'd have stayed in the hub,
I'll connect
maybe
you to
hooked
the
up
next
with someone
intact
who
memory.
didn't kill people for a living. Probably been happier than she was with me. Almost certainly lived longer.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you? Just so you know, they died like dogs. And you
I found another memory to try.
weren't there
I'll connect
to help them.
I must admit, this part is quite good arranged. This is nicely done. I gotta give it.
Mind if we sit down?
Suit yourself. I don't remember much from that time. It all kind of blends together. It was almost always a bar, though. There was always someone who wanted someone else dead. Sometimes
We
just
seem to be
roughed
getting
up,
closer.
but
Try this next one.
dead was usually what they wanted. Sometimes they thought they could cheat me. That was usually...
I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
So, you're with the Institute. I wanted to see for myself if you really existed.
We do, as you can see.
What do you want?
It's come to my attention that you've been rather disruptive of our operations lately. This must stop.
I do what people pay me to do. If that's a problem for you, I can see only one way out.
And what's that, Mr. Kellogg?
If I'm working for you, there's no more problem. From what I hear, you can afford me.
I don't think you fully understand the situation you're in.
I think I do.
Very well. B-748, initiate.
Systems offline.
Impressive. We may have something to talk about after all.
Getting warmer. One of these has got to tell us something.
Yeah.
We're running out of brain here. There's one that looks mostly intact. Connecting now.
Cryogenic stasis suspended.
I was now the Institute's main operator in the Commonwealth. If they needed something done, they came to me. It wasn't usual for anybody from the Institute to come along on a mission, so this one stood out. They didn't know then who it was we were grabbing from the vault.
Is that your son? This appears to be a very recent memory. So, good news, I think.
This whole setup in Diamond City was part of some elaborate plan of the old man's. Seems obvious now that we were bait for our friend from the vault. Timing couldn't have been an accident. It's not how the old man works. I wonder if he outsmarted me in the end. Another loose end tied up. Wasn't my idea to settle down with the kid in the middle of Diamond City. I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. But it was one of the old man's pet projects, so here we were. Me and the kid. Like a happy little family. I ended up kind of liking it. A reminder of what my life might have been if things had turned out differently. But there's no going back. I knew it was just temporary. It'd be back to normal business before too long. This whole setup in Diamond City was part of some elaborate plan of the old man's. Seems obvious now that we were bait for our friend from the vault. Timing couldn't have been an accident. It's not how the old man works. I wonder if he outsmarted me in the end. Another loose end tied up.
Kellogg.
It's okay. One of these days you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
Wow. Some heads are gonna roll for this.
So I
Capture
finally
and
get
return,
to see
or
glowing
just
sea.
elimination?
I've never been there.
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn. So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
Okay.
X688. Ready to relay with Sean.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
Oh fuck! Bye. They have
teleportation. Now it all makes sense.
Teleportation.
Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no entrance. Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready.
Yeah, pull me out. Oh, TV. Cool.
Slow movements, okay? I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have had. No one's ever done this before. How do you feel?
I'm okay, Doctor. Thank you.
That's good. But I want you to keep monitoring yourself. We have to be sure there's no long-term damage. Are you ready to talk about what happened in there?
We got what we needed. The Institute uses teleportation.
Yes. Their greatest secret has finally been revealed.
She was just
But that
talking
only
with
leads to
me
more
about
questions.
teleportation.
How does it
Now
work?
she
Where do we
asked
go
me
next?
That scientist Kellogg was supposed to track down. Virgil. We need to find him.
You're right. A rogue Institute scientist could answer all kinds of questions. Where did the memory say he was? The glowing sea? That doesn't make sense. No one goes there. Not even if they were desperate.
If we need to find Virgil, then I'm going after him.
If you're going to go, be prepared. You'll need some way to combat the radiation there. It's called the glowing sea for a reason.
For a reason?
I'll find a way to get through the rats. Don't worry.
Good luck. By the way, I unplugged Mr. Valentine first. Removed the implant while you were waking up. He's waiting for you upstairs.
Cool.
Don't let all that horsepower go to your head.
Never enough of steam packs and you know, that stuff.
The memory den's not accepting new clients right now, sweetheart.
Nick.
Hope you got what you were looking for inside my head. That was right. I should have killed you when you were on ice.
Kellogg? Is that you?
What? What are you talking about?
You sounded like Kellogg just then.
Did I? Huh. Mari said there might be some mnemonic impressions left over. Anyway, I feel fine, so let's get going.
I'm gonna head out on my own from here, Nick.
Good luck out there. You know where to find me.
Hey, Valentine.
Time to hit the road?
Not now.
Well, I'll be around if you change your mind.
Ooh, enjoying yourself in Good Neighbor? It's a heck of a town, ain't it?
Oh God, Surunitas had hostage. Nicely done, but her face is like some...
Irma.
You like the decor? My business partner hates it. Says she's not the fun type. Where did the memory loungers come from, you ask? Well, a girl's gotta have her secrets.
Got the memory pod loaded up? Oh, you're not Irma.
Hey there.
Good Neighbor's crazy. They have some...
Right. I hear you. It's a mess out there.
It's rough in the best of days. But you ever listen to the Silver Shroud? That's what we need. No matter how bleak things got, he saved the day.
My family and I used to live...
You mean when they first aired?
I was in cryogenic storage.
Oh man, that's amazing! You're just like Mr. Abominable from episode 83.
Wasn't he a caveman?
Yeah, that's the one. They found him in an iceberg off the harbor. Boy, if you just woke up. The world these days must take some getting used to.
It seems like people are finally rebuilding and recovering from the nuclear war.
Maybe in some parts, like Diamond City, but over here, we got a ways to go. I got a question for you. What if the Silver Shroud was real? With his black trench coat and gleaming silver submachine gun? I got a plan to bring him to life. So we can fight bad guys and give the rest of us a symbol of something better.
What plan?
I've built my own custom machine gun. Even better than the one in the show. But to make this work, I still need the most important piece. The genuine Silver Shroud costume. And they actually got one here in Boston. They made it for the TV show. Will you help?
Do you really need the costume?
With the gun, I'm just another armed hooligan.
But if he gets a coat, I don't have it. Well, well, well. So what am I going to do?
You drifting off there? People do that with me.
I'll get the costume for you.
You're gonna do this? For real? Before the bombs fell. So that's where you...
Silver Shroud. I wanted that costume. Never mind. I'm gonna give it away. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Give it away. Remember that music? It was from like them.
Hey everyone, gather around. Let's kick the breeze back. Shoot the fat. Now I know you all are doing your own thing.
Now let's show something to my friends. I'm gonna go to top nursery or just for my friend Christian. Overland Station, yeah, baby. Kiki, look and read and look, watch and weep. Watch and weep how the town is built. If this ever loads up today, maybe. Kiki, hello. Hello, Christian. Look at my tennis, Overland Station. Look at it, how cool it is. La 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 la.
Farming's as honest work gets.
Yeah. Look at my Overland Station. Look at it. Look at this, baby. Look at it. I'm farming like a shit.
You eat. It's as simple as that.
And I'm not even done with it yet. Look at this. No, wrong. What do you say?
Another day of hard work. It never changes.
Yeah, another day of hard work.
People are having to sleep in their shifts. It's making everyone a bit cranky.
Look at this. Huh? Christian. Huh? Kiki? Huh? What do you have to say on that? Huh, Kiki?
Can't remember the last time I had clean fingernails.
Yeah, you won't need it. Well, this is it for today. See you guys around. Subscribe, follow me. I'm gonna try to stream much more actions in the future.